Hello everybody, welcome to iExamB. Embrace the iExamB learning experience. In this video, we are going to discuss previous year questions from Law of Torts and Consumer Protection Act over the past 3 years. This topic has 10% weightage in the exam. That means you can expect somewhere 5 questions from Law of Torts and Consumer Protection Act together. And the number of questions has been considerably same or even less. Starting with the first question, tort is defined under Section 2M of Limitation Act. Which of the following is the right definition of tort? Tort is a civil wrong which is not exclusively the breach of contract but includes the breach of trust. Tort is a civil wrong which is not exclusively the breach of trust but includes the breach of contract. Tort is a civil wrong. Tort is a civil wrong which is not exclusively the breach of contract or breach of trust, not defined statutory. The correct answer here is option D. Tort is a civil wrong which is not exclusively the breach of trust or breach of contract. This is given under section number 2, subsection M of Limitation Act. Question number 2. A football match was going on. During the match, a footballer gets hit by the ball and is badly injured. In a suit of tort, what is the possible defense that can be taken? Damnum sine injuria, injuria sine damnum, volenti non fit injuria, ubi jus ibi remedium, res ipsa loquitur. The correct answer here is C, volenti non fit injuria. That means in case a person gives his consent to doing of an act which leads to him getting injured, then even if an injury is caused by the other person, he cannot claim any damages from that person because the act was done for which he voluntarily consented. The consent of the plaintiff acts as a defense, and this defense is called voluntary non-fit injuria, which means to a willing person no injury happens. Question number 3. Vicarious liability is liability for wrong committed by servant, liability for wrong committed by servant in course of employment, liability for wrong committed by servant but for benefit of master, liability for wrong committed by master along with servant, liability for wrong committed by servant in case of rich master. The correct answer here is B, liability for wrong committed by servant in the course of employment. As per the doctrine of vicarious liability in tort law, master will be held liable for the tort or wrongful act committed by his servant during the course of employment. The servant will also be held liable. A master is liable not only for the acts that the servant has committed, but also for the acts done by him that are not explicitly authorized. Question number 4. A person B acts in an intentional or negligent way that causes an unauthorized interference with C's possession or enjoyment of chattel. Which of the following offence has been committed by B? Tort of trespass, tort of negligence, assault, annoyance, tort of vicarious liability. The correct answer here is A, tort of trespass. Generally, a trespass refers to wrongful use of another person's property without his or her permission. Under intentional torts, there are two types of trespass: trespass to chattels or trespass to land. Trespass to land is an unlawful entry or use of another person's land without the owner's permission or reasonable excuse. On the other hand, a trespass to chattel is an intentional interference with another person's lawful possession of a personal property. A chattel refers to any personal property, moving or non-moving. Trespass to chattels does not apply to real property or any interest in land. So these were the 4 questions that have come from Law of Torts. We have seen maxims also being asked from Law of Torts. We have already discussed that in Legal Maxims video, so you can refer to that. Those questions can be included either in Legal Maxims or in Law of Torts. Coming to the Consumer Protection Act. Question number 1. Following are the rights of a dash. So certain rights are given to have information about the quantity, quality, purity, potency, price and standard of goods or services, to be protected from hazardous goods or services, to be protected from unfair or restrictive trade practices, to have a variety of goods or services at competitive prices. These are the rights of seller, buyer, minor, consumer, independent contractor. The correct answer here is D, consumer. These are the rights of consumer and are mentioned under Consumer Protection Act. Question number 2. Endorsement in relation to advertisement means any message, verbal statement, demonstration which makes the consumer to believe that it reflects the opinion, finding or experience of the person making such endorsement. It is depiction of name, signature, likeness or other identifiable personal characteristics of an individual which makes the consumer to believe that it reflects the opinion, finding or experience of the person making such endorsement. It is depiction of the name or seal of an institution or organization which makes the consumer to believe that it reflects the opinion, finding or experience of the person making such endorsement. All of the above, either A or B or C. Correct answer here is E, either A or B or C. So endorsement in relation to advertisement can be any of these. This is given under section 2 subsection 18 of Consumer Protection Act, which defines endorsement. Question number 3. Restrictive trade practices means a trade practice which intends to bring about manipulation of price, a trade practice which intends to bring about manipulation in conditions of delivery, trade practice which affects flow of supplies and market relating to goods or services in such a manner to impose on customer justified cost. A and B, A, B, C. The correct answer here is D, A and B. This is given under section 2 subsection 41 of the Consumer Protection Act, which defines restrictive trade practices means a trade practice which intends to bring about the manipulation of price or conditions of delivery or to affect flow of supplies in the market relating to goods or services in such a manner so as to impose on the customer unjustified costs or restrictions, and shall include delay beyond the period agreed to by a trader in supply of such goods or in providing the services which has led or is likely to lead to rise in the price, any trade practice which requires the consumer to buy, hire or avail any goods or, as the case may be, service as condition precedent to buying, hiring or availing of other goods or services. Question number 4. Under Consumer Protection Act, restrictive trade practices means. So this question came multiple times. Restrictive trade practice definition is again asked. The correct answer here is E, all ABC. This is section 2 subsection 41 of Consumer Protection Act. Question number 5. Any fault, imperfection, shortcoming or inadequacy in the quality, nature and manner of performance which is required to be maintained by or under any law in pursuance of a contract or otherwise in relation to any service is called defect, defective goods, deficiency, defective service, warranty. Correct answer here is C, deficiency. This is section 2 subsection 11 of Consumer Protection Act. Question number 6. Whoever fails to comply with the order of State Commission can be penalized by State Commission. In such a case, the State Commission shall have the powers like that of District Judge, Judicial Magistrate of First Class, Judicial Magistrate of Second Class, Session Judge, High Court. Correct answer here is B, Judicial Magistrate of First Class. This is section number 72 of Consumer Protection Act. Whoever fails to comply with any order made by District Commission or State Commission or National Commission, as the case may be, shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 1 month, but which may extend to 3 years, or with fine which shall not be less than 25,000 rupees, but may extend to 1 lakh rupees, or with both, notwithstanding anything contained in CRPC. The District Commission, State Commission or National Commission, as the case may be, shall have the powers of Judicial Magistrate of First Class for the trial of offences under subsection 1. So these are all the questions that came from Consumer Protection Act. You can download all the previous year papers from our website free of cost and you can practice these questions. You can also attempt the previous year papers to check out your score and see your performance in these exams. From my exam B, from our SEBI legal course, 12 of our students got selected as SEBI legal officer in 2023, and we have been guiding and helping students in their journey to SEBI legal officer over the past 3 years. If you need any form of guidance, any form of preparation material, you can check out our courses. We at iExam B help you prepare 50% faster with a crisp and concise content. Subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned. Thank you.